too long. We've got Alf and we've got Lola. Welcome back.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. First of all, Alf, how has your week been? Anything exciting happened?
Well, I've been recording for a video game on Apple.
Oh, now how does that work? You just got to say stuff?
Well, yeah.
Big words or small words?
There are some long words, but there's short and easy words.
How old are you, Alf?
I'm 10.
Can't believe he's got a better job than us at 10. Can you?
I was just thinking that. I didn't want to say it, but I agree.
His dad's in the studio back there, sitting on the sofa. Has he got a better job than you, Dad?
He certainly has.
Oh, gutted. Well,
Everybody.
I guess that's why you have kids, isn't it? To be better.
That's right.
Right, we've also got Lola in the studio. Now, we should preface this with the fact that Lola has got the hiccups, haven't you, Lola?
Yes.
It's okay, don't worry about it. We're just going to ignore them and crack on.
And we've all been there, Lola.
Yeah. How was your week?
Well, yeah, good, thanks.
Anything exciting happen?
Well, I just came back from South Africa with my friends, and we've been going on safaris and going to different places to see penguins and that kind of stuff.
Amazing.
What other animals did you see on your safari?
On the safari, it was a big 5 safari, so we saw giraffes, lions, hippos, rhinos, zebras, and springbok and wildebeests.
That is so
everything.
cool.
You saw everything, basically.
Did you get photos of everything?
Yes. Oh, and elephants.
And elephants as well. That's amazing. Well, everyone's very jealous. I'm glad you're back in Dubai. Are you coping with the heat all right, kids?
Not really.
It's a challenge.
Okay, well, I know that something good to do whilst it's hot outside is go to the movies, because it's always cooler in the movies, isn't it?
It's freezing.
Yeah.
It's freezing in there. What do you wear to the movies? Do you have a movie jumper?
Yeah.
I have my dad's jumper.
Oh, what does he wear?
His other jumper.
Okay, fair enough.
Does it have a hoodie?
No.
Those hiccups are adorable, by the way. Don't keep him in. We love him. Right, so what did you go and see this week, kids?
Tarzan.
Tarzan. We talked to William, who is our movie reviewer, who's in Boston in America at the minute. So he couldn't be here today. We talked to him about this movie, and he was not for it. He thought it was going to be, like he said, we've already had this movie enough times, we don't need a remake. Was this the first Tarzan movie you'd ever seen?
No.
Kind of, yeah.
It was for you, Lola. Which ones have you seen before, Alf?
When I was a kid, well, I am a kid, but when I was younger, I'd seen the cartoons, the animation ones, and I also just recently, after the new Tarzan, I've also seen the old one, the Greystoke Legend of Tarzan.
All right, so you saw the cartoons on the TV, but
Yeah.
the new Tarzan, is it animated or is it all real people, real actors?
It's all real.
Right, and can you tell us what the movie was about without spoiling the end? It's a challenge. You take it first, Lola.
Well, kind of about Tarzan going back, and he doesn't want to be called Tarzan. He wants to be called his parents, like his proper parents' name, and it's about him going back to the jungle and how his wife wants to go back, and how he tries to save her.
Is his wife still Jane, or has he moved on?
No, he's still with Jane.
That's good. All right, so it sounds like the original story to me, doesn't it, to you, Zahra?
No, I feel like this is a new spin on an old story. So I'm not quite sure what William said about this having been done before, because what Lola's just said is they've moved away, but now they want to go back.
Yeah.
So do they go straight back, and is it all set in the jungle?
Well, they go to like their old village with the tribe that they have, and then it's kind of connected to the forests, but you only see that when Tarzan is trying to save his wife, Jane.
Okay, and Alf, who did you go with to see the movie?
I went with Lola, her brother Albie, and my dad.
And what did Dad think of it?
Well, he thought it was really good. He loved the action and everything. But he thought that there needed to be more action of like the real heroic Tarzan at the beginning.
Okay, now, all of the reports that I've seen about this film talk about Tarzan and how much he'd been to the gym. Did he look like he'd been to the gym a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like he'd worked out quite well.
He was using his guava pass, not like
He
us.
must have been. So, who starred in the movie? Do you know who the stars were?
No.
I do know who Jane was, Margot Robbie, because I had been trying to get myself into the Suicide Squad movie, but I'm too young.
Oh, no. How old do you have to be for that one? 15?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another half of your life to go. That's amazing, isn't it?
Oh,
Who's only 10?
on that depressing note, poor Alf.
So you just mentioned there was a little bit of action, but what kind of genre would you put Tarzan into? Would you say it was an action, comedy, a romance?
Action, I'd kind of say. It wasn't really a comedy.
No kind of romance with Jane?
What?
Kind of like when the flashbacks came, it was kind of him showing when he just met Jane when he was in Tarzan mode, and so there was only romance when in the flashbacks, wasn't really in like when they were there.
But there was a bit at the end.
Oh yeah, the end part was fascinating.
It was fascinating.
No, not really.
So what was the soundtrack like? Good soundtrack?
Alfie?
Well, I forgot the soundtrack was, but I remember it being really thrilling.
Ah, okay. And which kind of people would enjoy this movie?
I would say people who look forward to action, yeah, but more action.
All right, and is it for mums? Is it for dads? Is it for everyone?
I think that, well, it's for mums who like action movies. Like my mum would never go see, because she barely ever goes to the cinema. And so it's kind of, I think, for dads who like action movies.
Okay. And what was your favourite thing about the movie, Alf?
I quite liked when Tarzan faced off against his ape brother, but I also really liked, and my dad's favourite part, this is his favourite part as well, is when the end, I don't want to spoil it, but is when he gathers a load of boars and rampages the village.
Wildebeest.
Oh, wildebeests.
You got to
They're
get
in
your
Africa.
beasts right.
I'm getting the feeling that Lola didn't really like the ending, but what was your least favourite thing about the movie?
I loved the ending.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the ending part was the good part, gathering all the wildebeests and destroying them.
Just not the romance at the end.
No.
Interesting. I really feel like I need to see the end, at least, of this movie now. Is there anything they could do to make the movie better, do you think? What could they do, Alf?
They could include more Tarzan action and probably a bit more, because I felt like Tarzan was more away from the apes when I thought that Tarzan's should be with the apes more, because it's literally his family. He grew up with the apes, so I think they should have at least tried the ape and Tarzan together a bit more.
So we were talking off air, Stef and I, about films that you can watch again and again, and I confessed that I can watch Pitch Perfect 1 and 2 quite a few times because I love the singing. How many times could you watch Tarzan?
I think only once, because you kind of, it's an action movie and you want to see what happens to Jane. So movies that you don't want to find out things, you don't watch again because you already know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. If it's a movie of someone's life or something, and it's just like, it's kind of different from finding out something.
All right, we've got to the time in the show, guys, where we have to give this movie stars out of 5. Alf?
4.5. That's
really high.
That is high.
I am surprised at that, Lola.
A 3.54.
3.54? Have you been watching the swimming or the diving on the Olympics? You can't have that. Should we say 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's fair.
3.5. 3.5. Oh, did you mean 3.5 to 4?
Yeah.
Like in between. Right, okay,
Yeah.
got you. Excellent. Well, I think it's a bit of a thumbs up then for Tarzan.
I think it is a thumbs up, but I don't know, guys. I'm still not 100% convinced. I still think I'm going to go watch The Secret Life of Pets this weekend. What about you, Steph?
Yeah, I want to go to the movies, but there's a horror movie on, The Conjuring 2, which I want to go and see.
Nope. Oh, Dad is giving 2 thumbs up to that one.
Well, that'd be good. Maybe we could go together because I can't find anyone brave enough to go with me. Kids, thank you so much for coming in. School of Little Voice, give yourself a round of applause. And we filmed that so you can see the video.